Welcome to Tablestory Facade. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the show. On the last episode of Facade, the player characters found themselves in some very strange places. The majority of them found themselves to be inside an apparent noir detective office belonging to Quinn Dubois. Remy found himself inside of his art gallery premiere that he was completely unaware about. And a lot of strange things continued to happen. Remy encountered someone named Mr. Hoffman that apparently was financing the opening of this art gallery and was responsible for getting some celebrities to show up. A bit overwhelmed with fans and photos, Remy saw that some of the recent pictures that he had taken of the rest of the player characters and the things that he saw around them showed up as well in this gallery. A bit overwhelmed by people, Remy had to get out. He hopped in a taxi and he tried to head back to his house. Max, Quinn, and Professor Charles ended up in the Dubois Detective Agency with an assistant named Sally, who apparently worked for Quinn and was what you might expect in a sort of noir, like 1950s kind of detective agency. Quinn had never met this person before. Neither had anyone else here. He got a call from her friend, the Detective Cy, and her and Max began to sort of rifle through things while Professor Charles almost got hooked up on some kind of date situation, but failed miserably, and he decided to leave, trying to get back to his own home, if that is in fact possible. When he left and tried to hop in a cab that was called by Sally, Remy was in the cab. While this was going on, Max and Quinn were trying to make sense of everything in their office, and Max decided to try some techniques to see if this was all some sort of dream or something. So she pushed Sally out the window and lit the office on fire. Sally plummeted to her death outside, where Remy and Professor Charles got to see everything up close and personal. Retching violently from this, Professor Charles had to get away, walked around the corner, and ran into Dr. Copeland. Tried to help him. While Remy and the cabbie were trying to call 911, get an ambulance, or get a coroner or something, Remy was approached by Green again, who seemed very worried about Remy, and she tried to warn him about Mr. Hoffman. Max, Quinn, and Remy met up together again. But when they did, Sally was gone, and so was the cabbie. Max stole the cab and drove off. Quinn and Remy tried to analyze what exactly was going on, and Quinn decided to take a bit of a chance and walk out into traffic. But she couldn't go through with it. It was a bit too much. Dr. Copeland and Professor Charles had a bit of a therapy session, and Professor Charles had the distinct impression that something was very wrong. He was feeling almost like he was being cut on the side of his head while speaking with Dr. Copeland. Today's session starts with Dr. Copeland. Dr. Copeland, you were the last to go through the doors from the stone hallway that everybody else sort of went through. When you went through the door, there was a very different sight for you. Your experiments lay before you on the tables like corpses, but unconscious for now. Their eyes are closed, slow breaths. You see their chests rise and fall. And you can see your notes piled up. What do your notebooks look like?
They're very regular notebooks you'd find in the student union, but they have like a leather outer cover to make them look more professional.
Are they tabbed? Are they very organized?
Yes.
There are a few of them that are stacked and they are tabbed with different colors. As you have walked through this door into what appears to be the equivalent of like a cadaver lab. It feels a bit foreign to you. But you can see the experiments ready. Do you know what you have to do?
Yes. I mean, I have an idea. I know what needs to be done. I'm just still unsure if I should do it.
There are scalpels ready. It looks as if the drugs have been administered.
All right. I take out a recorder. Turn the recorder on. I set it down on the table. Creating a bilateral incision at the base of the sternum. And I take my scalpel and I make that cut right at the base of their chest. And it goes all the way down to their pelvis.
You can see the breathing quicken even as you cut in.
I worry for a moment that they'll wake up. I hesitate and wait to see if they do.
Drugs appear to be working.
Research Chemical 62A appears to be functioning as expected. Administering forceps. I take a couple of medical forceps and I clamp them on to the flaps of skin on the bilateral incision and I hold them back. Effects of the research chemical indicate success in this experiment. There is very little blood. And interior organ walls appear to be inflamed. Everything is still functioning.
After you make the note, you can see that the notebook is open. One of the tabs present. It's open to some strange scribbles. Nonsense. If you were to look at it, the language doesn't make any sense to you.
Breaching interior organ walls, preparing to vivisect. I take a larger scalpel and I begin to cut free some of the organs. First the kidneys.
The body begins to convulse.
Subject is experiencing involuntary convulsions. Do they die down?
It seems to take a moment. But
I continue cutting.
As the blood begins to pour out and fluids begin to pour out, the body slowly stops.
take each organ out systematically. The kidneys, the liver, gallbladder. Tertiary organs have been removed. Moving on to lower intestine. And as I take the intestine out, I take very good care to coil it in a very specific way, like as if I were putting away a fine rope.
The notebook seems to flip to another tab.
Moving on to upper intestines. I'm now using my entire forearm to contain all the ribbons of intestines. And they keep coming and coming and coming. There's easily 40 feet of intestines around my wrist, my arm. It's getting heavy and I can feel it. The work is becoming tiresome. I'm beginning to sweat.
It's still not enough.
I understand that there's a time frame here, and I start to become a little bit more agitated, taking less and less care. And I'm pulling and pulling and pulling and trying to get as much out as I can before it Finally, I reach an end to the upper intestine. I snip it off, and I put the coiled intestine on the table next to me. The heart is still beating, faintly. Moving on to the stomach. As I cut the stomach open, some fluids fall out, extruded out from the incision. I take great care not to touch them. I gingerly place the stomach inside of the coil that I've made, next to the tertiary organs. The heart is still beating. Research chemical is appearing to be a success. I grip the heart, beating to great incisions at the ventricles. Vivisect the heart, remove it from the chest cavity, having to reach my arm up under that cavity and pull it out. And I hold it in my hand, and it's still beating. And something comes over me. And I can't stop myself. And I begin to squeeze it. And I squeeze.
Heart beats faster as you squeeze it.
And I squeeze it as hard as I can. Until finally the muscle that used to be this heart is extruded between my fingers, and it beats no more.
You start to feel a tightness in your chest. The first notebook closes and another one opens.
I place the heart in the coil. I collect myself for a moment. Moving on to the second subject. And I try to brush my lab coat down a little bit with my forearms, my left forearm. And I walk around to the other table, pulling the cart with my organ receptacle and my recorder.
There's a little bit of fluid on the recorder as you hit the button.
I bring it over to the second subject and I examine them. Is there anything of note, of import, about this subject?
I think that you can make a move for me.
Sure.
You can take a look and see which move you'd like to make here.
Can I, investigate it?
Sure. Roll plus your reason.
So my reason is 3. Does the modifier is 3 as well?
No, you just leave it.
Okay.
Yeah. 14. You can ask one question. The information comes at a cost.
Is there anything out of the ordinary for Ada with this subject?
Yes. Each of these subjects, for some reason, I don't know if you wanted to notice before, but each one of these subjects happens to be a different version of you at a different time in your life. You somehow did what you did and didn't seem to notice during the first harvesting.
I flick the recorder on. Moving on to subject B. Female, mid-20s. I take my scalpel. Beginning at the cranium. Beginning to make an incision along the hairline. And I take my scalpel and I begin to make that incision across subject B's forehead.
Please try to keep it together.
Yep.
It's plus your willpower. Okay. You continue to cut. You can feel tension in your head. Migraines forming. Did you get these a lot when you were a child?
I did. Yes, I did. Continuing the incision around subject B's earlobe.
Where do you get the migraines usually when you got them?
Right above my ears. I continue cutting. Across the subject B's right side. And I get to the base of...
Max. You have stolen a cab.
Yep.
Where are you headed?
I'm heading to the club.
You're headed to Myriad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It appears to be not particularly late at night, but it's nighttime in the city. And there's not a ton of traffic, but a decent amount. As you make your way through the various traffic and things. Are you driving normally?
I think anybody who saw me driving would probably think I might be a little drunk or something. I'm not paying a huge amount of attention. But I'm driving with purpose. I'm not just idly. Not causing as much havoc as I would do normally. I just want to get there.
Okay. How are you feeling? You just had a very strange experience. What do you think of all of this?
I'm pretty sure that this is just a bad trip or a dream or something. It's all bollocks, clearly. But seeing Marek like that for a second has kind of made me feel angsty. I didn't like that, so...
Your hand hurts quite a bit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You've been kind of powering through. But I think every time you have to, turn the wheel, you probably feel it each time. Anybody that's lived in a major city knows that just going a few miles, depending on the traffic, can take a good amount of time. However, you do okay. The traffic's not too bad tonight. It takes you maybe about 10 minutes or so to get to Myriad. You were apparently in the Hell's Kitchen area. The club is somewhere in the garment district. And you don't have really any trouble getting to the club. You park the cab and you get out. What do you do?
I probably wouldn't park it particularly carefully. It'll be like nose into the curb and then just leave it.
Like
I'd
perpendicular?
probably leave the door open as well. Yeah.
I've seen someone do that before, by the way.
Yeah. Well, they probably thought it was all bollocks as well.
So, outside Myriad, there is no line. There's nobody outside.
Fucking Dion. I told him. Cool. I do like it when people prove my point for me. I'll head straight in.
Doors are locked.
Are the lights on inside?
So, a lot of clubs don't allow... I'm trying to remember what the law is, if they're allowed to show inside of a nightclub or not, down in the city. I don't think that they are. So you probably wouldn't be able to see inside anyway.
Can I hear any of the music?
You can make a move for me.
Okay. One second. Can I observe a situation?
Mm-hmm. It's plus perception.
Sorry?
Plus perception.
Yeah, I pressed it and it wasn't... Oh,
It's probably got a modifier. That's
done it
up.
now.
Ow!
18.
The ridiculous rolls from Max keep happening. Okay. You can ask me 2 questions from the observer situation list.
Ooh, hang on a sec. Where is that? What should I be on the lookout for?
I think that based on your conversation with Marek and Dion, last that you kind of spoke to them, could be a couple things. Could be cops, or Marek mentioned something about some VIPs.
Okay. And what can I use to my advantage?
No one appears to have noticed you.
In that case, I'm gonna slip around the into the side door, because there was like a smoking area around the back that led into the sort of staff entrance. I don't usually use that because there's usually somebody in the door opened up, but yeah, I'm gonna sneak around the back.
Okay. Do you have keys?
I think Marek might have given me one ages back. Whether I still have it on my keychain or not would be up to blind luck.
Let's see. Let's make a blind luck roll. I think we need a roll. Let's see. You can probably act under pressure?
Okie dokie. Oh my God. I've got the keys to every building in New York.
So you don't have keys on your key ring. However, you remember that there's basically an emergency key stashed somewhere in the alley, the club.
Where's he put it? Look under the... Why does he tell me things? He shouldn't tell me things. I don't remember things. I'll just look under anything. It'd be like trash cans and cigarette butts.
There's actually like a loose brick that you remove when you look under the trash cans. It sort of gets jostled, and then you remember there's a loose brick, probably like in a boarded up window.
Oh, he's so retro. Oh, look at that. treasure hunting. Alright, what are you doing, you silly sod? And I'll just, I'll listen at the door first to see if I can hear anybody, like, right on the other side of it or not.
Okay.
Would that be observe?
Observe a situation, yeah. God.
What's happening?
Everyone else is screwed. That's what's happening. You can ask me 2 questions from the list.
Oh god. Ooh. What is being hidden from me?
Okay. You're not alone in the alley.
Oh, good. What's my best way through this?
A very good question. I have to play some mental chess. Sorry. Okay. I would say probably running for the cab.
Interesting. Unfortunately, I'm a bit drunk and I'm not very smart. So I'm gonna open the door.
You are aware of 2 shadowed presences in the alley. Maybe there is a headlight from some of the vehicles that flashes down the alley briefly, but you just see 2 silhouettes out of the corner of your eye for just a moment. One is larger than the other.
I'll go to put the key in the door and feel around in my pocket for the lighter. Is that still there?
Your lighter?
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
the one that I picked up in the office.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So, are you coming in, or are you staying out there for another cigarette?
The lights begin to flicker all about. The lights from Myriad flash.
Nice. All right, calm yourself, exorcist. What the fuck?
The silhouettes
Sorry,
are gone.
Are you? Sorry.
The silhouettes are gone.
Okay. Cool.
Please
You
roll
know
your
what?
disadvantage for me. Okay. Continue.
I either need to stop drinking entirely or drink way, way more. Let's go with the easy option. I'm gonna open the door a crack and see if I can see anybody in there.
There are lights on inside, but no music.
Fucking weird, but it's an improvement on last time. And I will sneak in.
Okay. When you have the door open and you're walking in, you think you can hear a very familiar sound. Glass sliding across a bar.
That's a good sound. That sound should happen more.
And there is some conversation that sounds to be seems to be going on when you walk inside. It sounds faint and muddled. It sounds as if you were listening through a door, but you can't seem to make out the words. Some are harsh. Some are melodic. Some are very wrong. But this back alley, what does it open into? What is this area of the club? What does this door lead to?
It opens into a corridor that leads partly to the sort of kitchen, washing up area for all the glasses and bottles and stuff. And the staff toilets on the other side.
Okay.
It's not particularly well kept, but it's not full of rats. I've seen worse. And there's a door at the end that leads through towards the bar area. So I'm assuming that the talking is coming from there.
Do you walk in?
I'll lean into the kitchen first.
Did you
And
close
see
the
if
door?
anybody's... Sorry?
Did you close the door?
No, I'd be leaving that like ajar with the brick that held the key. Just slammed down.
Okay.
Blocking the door. I'll lean into the kitchen. There are usually some bottles and things as they're delivered. So I'm just going to grab a bottle of beer and open it and be sipping it as I head towards the door to listen more closely. But I'm not kind of sneaking. It's not a smart sneak. It's just like idle walking.
Okay. Roll me disadvantage. Wow. I don't believe these rolls. This is crazy.
What's happening?
Okay. The beer that you know that's put there is freshly delivered. When you take a swig, it tastes like it's gone super awful, bad, skunky, disgusting.
Oh. Okay, Dream Marek needs to change his suppliers. There. Is that who I can hear through the door? Would I recognize his tone?
Read a person?
Ooh. $14.
You can ask me one question.
You as Marek?
You are asking a question based on the read a person list there.
Uh-huh.
And you inferred that Marek was present. But you can ask me a question.
Okay.
Assumed, yes.
How could I get you to tell me what's going on?
So, you wouldn't be addressing me. You would be addressing a character.
Oh, so I'd be asking this out loud to Marek?
No, yes, but it's just the way that we have to sort of interpret things as people.
Well, that's what I would ask Marek. I'd be like, what do I have to do to make you tell me what the fuck you're hiding? Because you're clearly hiding something.
I don't think Marek would tell you under almost any circumstance.
Ooh.
The only way that he would tell you what was going on is if there was no other choice.
Okay. You know when you have these moments in roleplay where you're like, I don't want to do this as a player. I don't want to fucking do this. This could be the end of my campaign. But this is absolutely what Max would do. She's just going to rock straight through that door, holding the beer.
Okay. Switch scenes. Remy and Quinn. Quinn has been very difficult to reach Remy. They have been sort of despondent over what has been. They looked like they were about to kill themselves in traffic.
Q, like, what the fuck? What are you doing? It's the second time I've had to try to pull you out of traffic. Like, what are you trying to? What?
Second time?
Just keep walking into the street. You tried to prove something to me. I don't know, but you never explained it to me. I understand, yeah, this lady just fell out and you said it was your assistant, but that doesn't mean you gotta throw yourself out there too. I don't know how close you guys were, but what the fuck?
I didn't know her. At all, actually.
You didn't know her? You said that she was your... Are you alright?
No, Remy, I'm not alright.
I mean...
I've never met her before. I don't know how she can be my assistant or how I can have an office.
Well, I mean, you're a damn good detective, I understand, but you never told me about having an office, you know?
I don't have one, Remy.
What do you mean? You walked out of it. You were smiling and...
This can't be real.
I'm gonna be real with you right now. I just came from it was like an exhibition. I think I had told you about it, you know, as far as everything. I didn't believe it was real either. Somebody said that they had paid for it all and people loved everything that I did, and the pictures that were on display were just, they were horrific, Q. They were absolutely horrific. I couldn't stay there. So I can understand about not believing that it's real, but I saw her fall from that window and land on the cab. That was the most realest shit that's happened pretty much all day. I don't know what's going on. Usually you're the one calming me down, but I feel like I haven't slept for a long time. I don't think any of us have. But something clearly fucked up is going on, you know? Max, she just pieced the fuck out. Professor, he bounced. I don't understand. I think we're just all having a really, really crazy day, and this is different than any trip that I've ever been on. I don't know if you've ever done anything like that, but...
No. I just want to wake up.
I felt like that, yeah. I just want to sleep, to be honest. I'll be real with you. I don't even know if I've gone to sleep. Maybe this has been just a really bad dream.
The worst ones are when they're really good.
Yeah.
That office was exactly the way I wanted it, Remy.
And my exhibition was great. It was everything that I dreamed of, Q. I'll tell you. Oh my God, it was so great. But the vibe was so off, Q. I'll tell you right now, the vibe. The fans, they were there. People were taking pictures with me, but for some reason, it wasn't how I thought it would be. You know, when you dream about something and you want something really bad, and then it just isn't what it seems at all. It just didn't feel right. And the pictures, this isn't the type of artwork that I'm proud of. You know, remember the picture that I showed you, and you guys, you always had my back, but you know, Max, Doc thought I was crazy. Everyone thought I was crazy, but you always told me that, you know, I'm not crazy.
You're not
Walking
crazy,
into
Remy.
traffic, Q. I mean, I can understand the feeling, but I can't have you be doing shit like that. You know, even if it's to prove a point, because what if you are wrong?
I'm not wrong.
Then what? Do you think if you got hit by a car today and didn't wake up, you would die with that belief? Does this feel real to you? Like what?
I think...
I like grab their shoulder, you know, and kind of just...
Yeah, it feels real, Remy, but I think if I got hit by a car, nothing would happen.
Really think that?
Yes.
So what about your assistant falling from, you know, I don't know how many stories that is, but why didn't she just get up and walk away? Huh?
Remy, take my picture and listen to what I'm saying.
So I wind up, I grab my camera from my neck. I step back to the curb. So where are you standing? Are you sitting right now, or?
I'm standing and I'll stand up. I think I was sitting before. I'll stand up when I ask you to take my picture.
Oh, hold up. Just stand over here. The sun's behind you.
Right. Okay.
It's nighttime.
Oh, well.
Light. Street light.
Okay, yeah, there's a street light behind you. It's just too bright. It's too bright. Take a picture.
What do you see?
Shh.
Please roll your disadvantage,
see.
Quinn.
Five.
You see a different picture than you took last time of Quinn. Before, they looked sort of blue-lipped, and some color had sort of drained from them. Their eyes had yellowed a bit. It looks as if they've been Their skin is a little too tight on their face. Their hair is a bit longer.
Look older, or is it more just like her? Or their?
They look more corpse-like.
Remy's hands are shaking right now. Yeah, you look fine. Yeah, everything. Yeah, you look perfectly fine, Q. Well, it's just hanging from my neck right now. Doesn't seem anything different to me. Everything is just the way you are.
Okay.
Awesome. You look great. Could smile a little bit more, that's all.
We don't have to talk about it now.
But Remy's face is clearly like kind of like his hands are shaking right now, but definitely is distraught about what he's looking at, right?
Maybe some other time.
Yeah, I think when we get I'll develop, or rather I'll, go through, me, I'm nice with the pictures every time. 100% satisfaction guarantee with my clients, but, you're not just a client, so I'll definitely, touch it up. Use it for your, I don't know if you detectives have profile pics on your website.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think we should get out. Yeah, let's. Well, yeah. The cab is gone. We could probably call another one. I don't know how far we are from your crib, but let's get the fuck out of here.
I think I want to go to the university.
Why's that?
When I picked up the phone, I heard.
NYU?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Q. Yeah, whatever you want to do, Q. Whatever you want to do.
Hey, don't do that.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm not. I promise. I'm fine. I won't walk into traffic. You don't have to baby me. I'm
All
okay.
right. Promise me that.
I promise. When I picked up the phone in my office, Ada told me I needed to wake up.
Doc.
Yeah. So I think our answer in getting out of here lies with her.
Huh.
So.
Okay. I think I'm in the same boat.
Are you
I
okay?
don't like that place. I'll tell you, I'm not okay right now, but I'm trying my best to be.
You're not crazy, okay?
I don't know how much that means to me.
You're not crazy.
Really don't know how much that means to me. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
Alright?
I'll call a cab.
Yeah, okay.
I hail a cab.
Okay. Doesn't take too long. Maybe a couple minutes or so. Cab pulls up.
NYU, please.
NYU. No problem.
Great.
I'll open the door.
I'll let him go in
Get in.
first and then slide in after him, shut the door.
When we sit down, I just kind of like sit back and I just deep exhale, just. We're gonna be good, Q.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good.
You can see the cabbie. It's a woman. Starts to drive off.
I probably just stare out the window for a bit and wait in silence, unless Remy speaks to me. But
What did
I
you
feel
do
like
with the cat?
I think Remy was holding it. I
Mhm.
forgot about it, to be honest. I forgot that it was
Oh,
there.
I put it down when I went to get her out of the street, or get them out of the street. So
Yeah.
The
I didn't
cat.
So I
throw it,
probably
promise,
would've-
guys. I put it down gently. I placed it down very gently.
Yeah. If the cat didn't leave during all of the fiasco, then I probably would have taken the cat with me.
Okay.
It stuck around. Yeah, did the cat stick around?
Yeah, the cat would have
Yeah.
absolutely. The cat's actually probably in your lap then.
Yeah.
Quinn.
Then I'll just pet the cat and look out the window in silence.
You know, you totally could, totally could see you with your own office, Q. You know, with an assistant and all that. Our dreams can come true. It's just, there is something really off about the shit that's going on, and you're a damn good detective, you know? You know.
It's very kind of you, Remy.
You always know that. You gotta believe, because I know when people tell you that you're crazy, sometimes you can even take it as a compliment, because you see things that they don't.
And I think you do.
I remember.
I think you see things people don't.
I think I do as well. And it's been such a struggle for me. It's one of those things where my brother would see it too, and he would point it out to me, because I would, you know, or it, especially in my pictures, a lot of the times it would be these things that he would point out to me, and I would try to, you know, bounce it back with him, and he was the only one that would actually agree and say, yeah, you know, not just the scenery, definitely something different. And some of the nobody in the comments would, none of the people in the comments would ever acknowledge the things that I see, but they love it for what it is. It's kind of took it like that, you know. You see what you see. It is what it is. Everybody has their own interpretation of art. There've been a few people that have the same.
Where's your brother now?
Oh, I actually don't know. He's been transferred a couple of institutions. He was last, you know, right in East Village.
Right.
Last one, they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me where they had transferred him to. And usually, as a family member, they're supposed to. But last time I went to visit him, they said he wasn't there anymore, and I was trying to poke and see exactly where he was, but they wouldn't give me any information about it at all. Been pretty stressful.
It's okay. I'll help you find him. That's what I'm good at, right?
What? That
Yeah,
would.
of course I will. Of course I will.
Oh my. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can ask me shit like that anytime, man.
Asked anybody. I've never told anybody really about it, because I figured they would link me and, you know, but just being crazy, and then I feel bad because he's the one in the institution, and I feel like he's on the same wavelength as me, and yet I'm out here posting pictures on Instagram, getting likes, and the world labels him as something else. He can't even be free. Yet I feel like we're the same, and I might even be more so than he is, you know?
I reach out a hand. You don't have to
But if
feel
you could,
guilty
that
for
would-
living your life, Remy.
Yeah, well, I have, but it's not about just feeling guilty. It's just, it's not fair. Not even just me. It's just the world.
Yeah.
Like, why am I out here doing this? I know this shit's kind of crazy, and he's over there probably going through his own demons, or at least fighting his own demons, and he's all alone, and I have you to comfort me, and everybody else around him is probably just telling him the same thing, giving him a pill and say it's gonna be okay. You're seeing things. Everything is just fucked up. You're fucked up. Sedation. Then there's a day. Yet I deal with this on a daily basis, and I still got to deal with the fact that he's going through it. So that adds to it as well. But the fact that you're gonna help me out, Q, honestly, I think it's gonna be great. You know, we're gonna help him first and foremost, and I think that in turn will help me as well.
We'll find him. I'll help you, hands down. I'm gonna just squeeze your hand.
I just put my head back again.
And I'll continue the ride in silence, just holding his hand.
We switch scenes. Professor Charles. You are alone. In a white space. There are 4 walls about you. There is no door, but there is a mirror on one of the walls.
How big is this mirror?
Full-size mirror. Just enough to see yourself.
Have I just appeared here, as far as I'm aware?
You asked for help. And things started to become muted and went dark for a moment. You kind of lost track of time.
I walk over to the mirror.
You walk over to the mirror. The image that is reflected back to you, however, does not have a familiar setting around it. It's off-putting because you can see yourself walking closer to the mirror, but the background is different. The background of the mirror appears to be Dr. Copeland's office.
What am I doing in the mirror? Is it copying me?
Mm-hmm. Begin to reach out your arm to Try to touch
Yeah,
the mirror.
I'm gonna try and touch the mirror.
Please roll your disadvantage.
9.
As you touch the mirror, the office begins to shimmer and shake. The setting changes to a coffee shop. The image begins to shift again. And it changes into what looks like a takeaway Mexican place, a restaurant, a taqueria.
I just peer into the mirror trying to take in... Well, I mean, I guess... Can I observe a situation through the mirror?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
19.
2 questions.
What's being hidden from me?
When you start to angle yourself around to sort of try and get a different perspective of this place, there are sort of very few tables scattered around. You can tell this is mostly like a takeaway place. It's not really a takeout place. It's not really meant to be, a sit down and dine kind of place. But there are people that obviously do. There's a few that are, a few tables that are laid out there. But you can still see yourself in the mirror. Your expression begins to change in the mirror. You start to smile. There is a man sitting down at one of the tables. Your reflection begins to step away from the mirror on the taqueria side. And they start to walk towards the table. They smile. And it looks like there's a conversation that happens. You have one more question.
I mean, the answer to this just feels like everything, but what seems strange about this, and I'm specifically talking about the mirror realm or image as opposed to where I am.
The man that is sitting down, you know you've never met before. But you know of them.
So I know who it is, but not this event.
Correct. This is Professor Martin Aston.
That's... That's Martin.
What does he look like?
Annoyingly good looking. Whilst he's a professor, he's that kind that you'd look at him and think, okay, he does lacrosse and he wears polo shirts. He's in his 50s, but he looks 40 with an annoyingly good jaw. He's probably wearing a polo shirt and slacks. Slight beard, but a really nicely kept one. I look like a shit him. Would kind of be how I would put it. He looks just like a much more together version of me.
We're starting to have a conversation. You can't hear anything through the mirror.
What is this? This never happened. This is... Oh, God. What is this?
Just sit back and watch.
This never happened.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'd remember
You asked
meeting him.
for help.
Yes, in the street yesterday. Today. What's that have to do with this?
Everything.
You're watching your reflection here have a conversation with Professor Aston, and they eat their food, and he pays for the check, and you both start to leave. As you're leaving, your reflection looks up at the mirror and smiles. And they walk past as if heading to the door.
Wait! And I start hammering on the mirror.
Like a drop of water hitting a pool of water. There are ripples with each pounding of the mirror. Small.
Wait, please! Please! Please!
I'm just trying to help you, Anthony.
Oh, what is this? Where are they going? Where am I going?
A very, very good question. You know, sometimes, Anthony, the safest place for each of us is inside our own heads.
What the hell do you mean? This is real, isn't it? Why are you making this up?
Making this up?
Yes, I'd never met the man. This doesn't help. I just want to go home.
Home. That's probably more difficult now.
You brought me here, didn't you? You can send me home.
Me? Me? No. That's not really my thing.
Your thing. What is your thing?
Whatever your thing is. You just don't want to admit it.
Please try to keep it together.
$13.
Choose one from the keep it together list.
I will become angry.
Make sure to make a mark on the second page of your character sheet.
My thing is, I don't have a thing.
Are you sure about that?
I don't have
Maybe you
enough
should
of a
stop
life.
running away, Anthony.
Seeing as you know so much, why didn't you show me?
You really want me to do that?
I just want this to end. Whatever this is, a psychotic break, this can't be real. So why don't you just do what you need to do, and then I can wake up and get back to real life.
All right. Real life.
Yes, please.
Try to influence other, please.
Which one is that?
Charisma.
Charisma. Thank you. 10.
I'll tell you what. I'll show you something that you definitely don't want to see. But you have to do something for me, Anthony.
You kind of show me something I don't want?
You think you do, but you definitely don't.
What do you want?
I want compensation. I want someone else.
For what? if I give you someone else, so you leave me alone?
I'm hungry, Anthony. I want someone else.
I don't even understand what you mean, Lord.
Of course you do.
Fine, sure.
Yeah. Tell me again so I understand. Say it like you mean it, Anthony.
Yes, I will give you someone else.
That's good. Let me show you a little bit of the truth.
None of this is the truth.
You see the mirror begin to ripple again. And you see your apartment, except Professor Aston is opening the door.
What is...
You are right behind him, looking up at the mirror. And you look up at the mirror and begin to smile again. Professor Aston is sort of laughing, and both of you begin to walk into the apartment. Which one of your rooms has a mirror in it?
Inside the lounge, you got a window on one side. On the other side, there's a wall with a door through to the bedroom and bathroom. And on that wall, there is a large mirror.
Yeah, there's a strange angle to sort of deal with here. But you can see Professor Aston sort of taking like a doggy bag from the taqueria and just kind of putting it on the counter. And he walks into the kitchen. And again, it's a difficult angle, but every time Professor Aston seems to turn his back, you look towards the mirror and smile again.
What is this? What am I watching?
The truth, Anthony.
It's not the truth. This never happened. This is a lie. This never happened.
You've been living a lie, Anthony.
I never met him. This is a trick. This isn't real.
You see yourself grab a knife from the knife block.
This is the good part.
No. Don't fucking do it.
Why are you telling me? Oh, wait. Maybe you're talking to yourself, Anthony.
I wouldn't. This is a trick.
soon as Professor Aston turns, with one quick motion, you slit his throat.
No! Yeah. I would never do that. No.
Quick and efficient. Straight to the point.
No.
Point. It's a knife. Get it?
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Some people really aren't ready for the truth.
I wasn't here.
That's where we're gonna take our break.
Holy shit!
Why have you got to subtweet me with that last line? Whack.
Whoa, son. Damn!
Oh my god.
Whoa.
La La Law drops tonight.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hot damn is what I usually say on my stream, but I'm gonna bring it over here to Tablestory because that is a hot damn of an episode right now.
Yeah, good job, everybody. Sorry, we went into this with a cold opening again. We hopped right into things.
It's fucking great.
But excellent work, everyone. That was fantastic. Everyone was so good. So good. Thank you for being great. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. You can do so by heading on over to tablestory.tv/facade, or you can check out the Twitch chat there and click on the links. Yeah, you can follow them on all the places. Follows are free. Go make it happen. We are getting some weird like clicking sound coming from somebody. I don't know who that's coming from.
Could be me
it might
turning
be
down my noise gate.
It could be me. It might be my fan.
I think it is. It's okay.
It's my biggest fan.
I didn't see what she did there.
Can you just mute yourself temporarily while we do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We're going to take a little bit of a break. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow everybody. If you want to help support them in a monetary way, you can link up your Twitch Prime and your Amazon Prime. Go support them. Go use it. Go support them. Get yourself some emotes. If you want to help support Tablestory in a non-monetary way, you can follow us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tablestory. And if you
review the show. Rate and review the show on iTunes. Please,
Yes.
please.
Thank you. Head on over to iTunes. You do have to download the app and do it through iTunes there. But it really does help us out for people that don't even know we exist and they want to, pick up some new podcasts or something in a different way. That'd be great. You can also, if you want to help us in a monetary way, but only if you can swing it during these difficult times, please. This is, a very strange time for all of us. So if you, if you don't strain yourself trying to help us, please look after yourself and your loved ones first. But if you do and you want to help support, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge, where our Patreon is. We've got MP3 versions of the shows that we do. We've got lore. We've got artwork. We've got a podcast that we do called Ready to Roll. We answer questions. We do all kinds of stuff on there. So you can check that out. Or you can head on over into our Discord, tablestory.tv/discord. And some of us, not all of us, unfortunately.
I'm so sad.
Some of us have our
Show me.
have our books. We got the books from Helmgast. They were kind enough to send them on over. Pretty fantastic. We got our.
Man, I don't even want to take it out of the package though. It's like that. It's like that.
There's mine.
Well, no. These both arrived at my house, so this one's mine, and this one's going on eBay.
I have to turn to a non-explicit page. Hold on.
I know where yours is.
We've got Beautiful, beautiful books. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not opening up to someone that's been castrated.
What about?
Good luck.
Okay. I was just gonna say do the artwork, but you're right. It
I
is
want
all
some
pretty
peace.
dark.
There's
It's
a
all
lot
very
of
dark.
macabre stuff in here.
A lot of
It's
stuff.
so
So
beautiful.
good though.
But it is
yeah.
So
it is
good.
super good. It's definitely an adult book. There's metallic
yeah.
print in there. It's really stunning.
Yeah, the artwork is
It's funny because I've got other adult books and they don't look anything like that.
But they do come with the white clean cover, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful,
The printing is
They are
so
hardback.
good.
beautiful stuff. Plus,
Yeah.
they have there's an actual
Oh, the
cloth.
postcards too. Yeah, Def, show those off, man.
There's a
those
cloth
were sick.
bookmark built into the book, so it's actually built in there. Again, I have to be careful of the artwork.
I'm so jelly.
Hey, is this
I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, I haven't opened mine yet either, so I will. I promise. But it's one of those things where you get it and it's like, damn, that is sexy. You don't want to, you know. Oh, if I take the wrapping off of it,
Yeah.
I feel like I've.
Desecrated it in
desecrated.
some way.
But what?
But
can
no,
you
what
really
will
desecrate
actually
a
happen
book
is you
like
open
this?
it and it will sully you.
Yes,
So
that is
you're
correct.
Fine.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So at that point, I just don't want to. I feel like I'm a pure human being. I feel like I'm pretty there, but
Yeah.
I might become tainted if I open it up and
After
you'll see
the
all
show.
kinds of
Do it.
see a
But
whole
yes,
different
thank you
tempo.
so much to Helmgas for sending those books over. They are beautiful books, and I'm really enjoying the system. I can't speak for everybody here, but I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's really great. So you should definitely see if you should pick up one of the books. They're pretty fantastic.
I think you can comfortably speak for us, though. Not to be like that, but this has been so awesome that, yeah. Ooh, I got chills, man, dude. I got chills, dude.
Good.
How am I
we're
still
So-
oblivious? How?
Because you rolled
Yeah, with
really
your
well.
rolls,
Ah,
man.
drunk.
You rolled really
It's
well.
your-
We're going to
I
take a
get
little bit of a
power.
break here, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hang tight for part 2 of Facade. I'll give everybody a chance to use the bathroom, etc. Back in a little bit. Hang tight for more. Welcome back to Tablestory's Facade. Quinn and Remy. The cab pulls up to NYU. It's a pretty big campus. Were you going to a specific place on campus?
Where did I see Ada last time? Yeah, I actually know where her office is. I know her, and I frequently, go and ask her opinion on things. She's helped me on a couple of cases, so I'd head to her office.
Okay.
I think Remy might have knocked out for a little bit by now, so he's just kind of sleeping in the back. He doesn't even realize that he's arrived yet.
Remy. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Q.
It's okay. We're here.
Hey, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I was just resting my eyes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Totally. Okay. Cool. Well, we're here. I think. Thank you. We can hop out.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Happy to help.
Oh, hey man, brother man. Hey, thanks for getting us here. I appreciate it. And I give him like
It's a woman that takes your... Yeah. You give her
It's a
cash.
bad tip though. So it's like a bad tip, you know, like it would be probably under 20%.
What?
You know, I'm like, yo, man, don't spend it all in one place.
Thanks.
I don't know.
But I
Thanks
think
for
I'm
everything.
doing it with the most, genuine of hearts right there. But I'm giving him like maybe, I don't know how much the fare was, but it'd be like a couple bucks.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. Well,
All right.
her office is in that building, I think. I think so, anyway. They all look the same.
They do, man. Last time I was here, I don't know where her office was, but the room that she had us go into was honestly, it's been a little bit. But just
Yeah. It's here. It's over here. I see the sign. Yeah, we'll like head straight to her office.
This place gives me bad vibes, Q. Last time I was here, it was with Doc. She was doing some, not experiment, but it was like some kind of a study.
What do you mean?
And it was just so random, She made us take these pills, and then we kind of were just doing these team building exercises, I thought it was going to be a little bit more exciting, but man, it really, the drugs
Like
didn't do much.
Placebo pill or?
I don't know if what?
Placebo. It's
What
where
is
you
that?
think you're taking a drug.
Are you holding the cat, by the way, Quinn?
Yeah, I'll take the kitty with me.
Oh.
Placebo,
Yeah, I thought I thought there was like a commercial for placebo, and it was one of those drugs where they have all the side effects, and I could maybe get like a lawsuit for it, but yeah.
Well,
I've never taken placebo before. That's not really my my alley, but
they probably had you sign something though, right?
yeah.
Well, then you probably can't sue if they had you sign something.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. I've just never heard of it, you know. I don't know if it's like one of the most sophisticated drugs. Is placebo one of those ones, or I didn't really know. I just signed up. They gave us like $100 and I just did it. That's all.
Yeah. No worries, I got it. Did they tell you like what it was supposed to do? I mean, after?
Nah, there was really no details about it. It was just one of those things where they said, take this, interact with X, see what happens, and then be on your merry way, and you get $100 for free. So I figured it is what it is.
It's not for free. You're taking an unknown substance.
I mean, I've taken many unknown substances in my life. Thank you. So I figured it was kind of just one of those things where I'm just doing what I do on a daily basis, but I'm getting paid for it instead of paying for it. So, yeah.
I wish you would be more careful.
Maybe so. But yeah, like I said, this place gives me the creeps. It really does, Q.
Well, we'll be in and out, I hope.
Okay.
It's nighttime at the university, but there's probably a few night classes and things that are going on, so there's still students walking around and stuff. You head for the professor's, or the doctor's office, Dr. Copeland's office. And when you walk inside the building, it's about what you'd expect. There's a few people here and there, but it's mostly very quiet right now.
I think it's like down this hall and then right around the corner. It's not too far.
Yeah, just lead the way, Q. I'm right here with you. And they even clean these floors out here? They don't even...
You hear that?
Man. Well, here what? Oh. Huh?
What the hell is that? Is it
Please roll
somebody
your
walking?
disadvantage for me, Quinn.
Me?
Yep.
11.
Okay. Lights start to flicker.
Oh, shit.
Not this shit again.
Okay. It's gonna be fine.
Yep. And Remy's like closing his eyes once again and opening them. Oh, not this shit again.
It's okay.
Not again.
It's okay.
Not again.
Hello? We're okay. Remy, we're okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I told you this place. I know it's a university, but you know them state schools. It just feels like, you know, maybe the budget isn't there, but geez, Louise, I tell you right now, even the last time I was here, you know, they don't mop their floors. The lights be flickering. Even the room that we would take and, you know, doing the experiment in. I don't know. I just get bad vibes from it, Q. Just bad vibes.
Okay, well, I mean, we want to wake up, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just get to Doc's, right?
Look it.
Okay.
Kitty doesn't want you to be scared.
Oh.
Kitty doesn't want you to be scared. Look it.
Ain't
See?
that something?
Nothing to be scared of. Right, Kitty? Yeah.
So what's this, you gonna give it a name or anything like that? That's a cute little cat right there.
Yeah, it is kind of cute, but I don't know. I hadn't really thought of a name or anything.
No.
There's a collar around the...
Oh, shit. Look at this.
Oh.
It's got a collar. I look at the tag.
Everything's all black. The collar band, the metal that the print is on is black. It's like different shades of gray. And you can barely make it out, but it's a different process that's been done for the text. So when you move the metal, it sort of shines. The text says, midnight.
All right, buddy. Oh, midnight, huh?
Midnight.
You got a phone number on there? You belong to somebody?
There's no number.
Oh. All right, well, we'll see about getting you home, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing's taking quite a liking to you, Q. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should, but if that cat strayed away, maybe it was for a good reason. And it seems to like you a lot more, apparently, than it liked to, whatever previous owner that it had.
Or it could have gotten spooked. You know,
I guess that's true, too.
things don't always go well
Look at it, though.
around me,
Look at it.
so I don't know. Kitty might be better off
Why, you're not a cat
wherever
person,
he's
Q?
from. Oh. What?
It is cute, though. I didn't know if you were a cat person or not. Maybe you're not. Not everybody's cat person, you know. Or
Oh yeah, no, I'm very okay with the cats or the dogs. Well, except for the bigger, scarier ones, make me a little uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
cats are okay.
You get
Cats are
to
okay.
Dr. Copeland's office.
Ah, there it is.
Okay. Here we go. And Remy's like thinking about the pictures that he saw and is just like kind of just moving, you know, he's not very enthusiastic about this at all, but he knows that, you know, as far as making Q comfortable and that is where we were supposed to go, or at least where Doc had said to go. So, but he's still horrified by everything that he saw from the pictures before.
Yeah, you knocked on a door. The
Dr.
door-
Copeland?
The door begins to open.
Oh,
Dr. Copeland.
Doc? Yo,
Dr.
Doc!
Copeland?
Hey, yo, Doc!
The lights
You
are
in there?
The lights are on inside.
I'd like to
Oh.
look around.
Q, maybe she's not here. Maybe we should just go, you know? I don't
Hold on.
know if she's here.
Let me just look. Just give me a second.
Dr. Copeland is inside.
Oh, shit.
But the door kind of like opened like as you knocked on it. As if it was open like a crack maybe and you didn't realize.
Okay.
Oh.
Inside, Dr. Copeland is sitting at her desk. Writing
Doc?
in what looks to be a leather-bound notebook with tabs on it. And she seems very focused.
Yo, Doc.
Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
Ada.
Doc.
Oh,
Hey.
hello. Hi.
Hey.
I didn't hear you walk in. How can I help you?
What do you mean?
I,
How did we get here? What is this?
why don't you tell me? How did you get here?
Well, we took a cab, and...
Come in. Shut the door behind you. Come in.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Have a
shut
seat.
the door.
Please, have a seat.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're all in that hallway and then now we're here and I have an office?
Can I get you anything? Would you like
What?
some water?
No.
Something to eat?
No.
I mean, I could use, you know, I'm a little bit parched myself.
Really? Here, I'll get you some water. I have one of those big, stupid decanters full of water. I pour it into a little tumbler. I hand it to him. There you go.
While she's doing it, like, Remy's kind of looking around the room. Can I, like, when she goes to get whatever, or gets the water from wherever she gets it from, can I observe the room and let's look around it?
Sure. Quinn, I think, was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
If you want to investigate, you can, but be aware that it's a much more in-depth kind of thing. Like you'd be looking,
Yeah.
you'd be poking around, like, and it would be kind of
Yeah.
obvious.
Yes. Where did Ada go when she went to get the big water jug? Was her back turned?
Yeah.
Then 100% I'm investigating that book that she's writing in.
Oh. All right. And then Remy's looking around the room pretty much, just being pretty Probably obvious about it, just poking around, looking around.
Okay. So, again, investigate is like really like rummaging through things, and observe a situation is more
observe would be more for me.
Okay. So, Remy, you can observe. Quinn, you can investigate.
16.
Okay. And a 12 from Remy. All right. Observing first, I think.
Okay.
Because that's quicker.
Yeah.
You can ask me one question from the observer situation list. When you act on the answers, you get a +1 to the rolls.
Oh, okay. I would say, what seems strange about this?
Oh. I think the strangest thing was that Dr. Copeland didn't seem to notice you. And based on the previous, I guess the events that have sort of been going on lately here, you would think that she would be on edge. It was very strange to see her sort of barely aware of you entering her office.
Okay. So before acting on it, should I wait for Q's thing, or should I just go?
Let's do Quinn's thing now.
Alright.
Quinn, you can ask me 2 questions from the investigate list about the book. You're muted, PB? Or
Oh, yeah, sorry. Is there anything weird about the book?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The book, first of all, appears to be very well maintained and taken care of. A very conscientious note taker and an organized person is using this book. However, inside, there is a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't make any sense.
What kind of nonsense?
There are... It appears to be written in some kind of strange... You don't know if they're pictures or a language or something.
Are there the symbols that from the hallway in here?
I'll use this as your other question, because I think you have to kind of specifically look for those.
Okay.
And I will say, yes, there are.
Okay. Yeah, I sit back down immediately and I look over at Remy and nod, like, good fucking job.
And I'm kind of just looking around, and I'm just like, yo, Doc, like, what do you do in your free time? Yeah, like, oh man, when you're not just giving bunk ass drugs to, people that come in for your study. I'm sorry, but Q said that you gave me this drug called placebo, and I don't know if you're trying to do a study right now, but it doesn't really do anything.
It was a long time ago. It was related to your experiment, and you were given a placebo. It's not a it's a sugar pill,
like a
basically.
Talent? It's a sugar
No,
pill.
it's like a sugar pill. Like, you weren't really,
Like there was nothing in it, Remy.
There was nothing in it.
They just need some people to take the actual pill, and then they need some people to think that they're taking the pill but not actually take the pill, so that they can have
extremely normal thing to do.
What isn't normal, though, is, what are you doing here? You seemed like you were in a pretty big rush to leave the university.
I had
last time we met.
You gave me a sugar pill? What if I had died? Either way.
I had I had a couple things to wrap up, and I'm just about done. How did your afternoon go? Where have you been?
I suddenly have an office that I don't have. I don't remember having. I have an assistant who Max shoved out the window.
Yes,
and then you called me on my rotator to tell me to wake up.
I'm gonna need a roll from, let's see, from Dr. Copeland. Let me just check on something really quickly. Please keep it together, Dr. Copeland. Okay.
You said that Max pushed someone out of a window?
Yeah, my assistant I don't remember having, that I've apparently had for 4 years, and knows a lot about me.
It was definitely a real person. I saw it. It crashed down right in front of me, Doc. Right on top of the cab, and I'm still kind of like looking around as I'm just answering while they're having their conversation.
How did that make you feel to watch
The fuck are you talking about?
How did you feel about it? Did
Remy,
it feel like
Remy, just listen.
I threw up. That's how I felt sick to my stomach, Doc. Honestly, when you see somebody just splatter in front of you like that from a maybe 3+ story building, yeah, you tend to feel some type of way. That's all. Yeah, you know. What kind of question is that? Like,
how about you,
Doc?
Quinn?
What fucking game are you playing, Ada?
It's not a game. None of this is a game.
Then why are you asking me this shit? Who cares how I
Because
felt?
It's important.
Doc, somebody died.
Why don't you tell me what's going on? Then maybe I'll tell you how I felt about it.
What happened before she was pushed out of the window? You said there was a rotator?
My phone.
He was on the phone with a rotator phone?
Yes, you called me on my phone. You told me to wake up. Or maybe I called you, but you told me to wake up. So am I dreaming? Am I dead? What's going on?
I don't know if I don't know if this is a place that that you want to go, Quinn. Or Remy.
What kind of doc are you? Oh,
I don't know that.
You got some good books.
I don't know that this is a direction that you want to head, Quinn.
No. Remy realizes that too, like he's hearing it now and is just like stopping his poking around of stuff and is more fixated on the conversation that they're going on with. And then when Doc says Remy's name, he's kind of like, the fuck you mean this is not the direction that we want to go?
There are places, Quinn, Remy. There are places that don't really have a tangible physical way to describe them. And they're quite dangerous. They're quite dangerous, and And the travel comes with a cost.
Sorry, the travel?
I'm having a real hard time keeping up with what you're putting down right now, Doc. Like,
I just want you to be safe and comfortable. And the only way for that to happen is for you to get out. It's for you to be blissfully unaware.
It's a little late for me.
Doc, this has been one of the longest nights. All right, I'm gonna need you to just spill it out. I don't know what to believe right now. And what you're saying to me is sounding so mumbo jumbo-ish with even these words that I'm learning today, like placebo. It's just tell me what it is, because we've gone through some crazy things today and the night, and I've seen some crazy shit on my camera. All right, you told me that it was fine, okay?
Your friend,
but it's not fine.
Your friend, Max. How did she?
What about my friend, the one that punched me in the face? Oh, yeah. If that's a sure sign of friendship, then yeah, we're best buddies. Yeah. Oh,
How
yeah.
did she react when she pushed the person out of the window?
Q, are you with this?
Was she remorseful?
I don't fucking know. No.
She's
Probably not.
With you.
She's fucking with my head right now, Q. What is going on?
Look, why are the fucking symbols from the doors in the hallway in your book?
I just jotted them down to remember them.
That's bullshit. I'd like to use a special ability, which is to detect when someone's lying. It is interrogator intuition. You are an expert in reading when others are lying.
Yeah, go ahead and read a person.
Okay. Eight.
It's really hard to read them, but you know that they are lying.
Okay, look. Red pill. Red pill me. I'm past the point of no return here.
Yeah, the placebo was a white pill, so I think the red one might do a little better.
I can show you. But there are conditions.
I'm listening.
No one can know. No one can know.
Remy's gonna go close the door if it was open in a crack or anything like that, and just say, "Yuck. Anything, please, Doc. Please, I'm begging you.
Before you close the door, Remy.
Mm-hmm.
I closed it, actually, so it's already closed.
It's already closing?
Yeah, I closed it.
It was not closed when you went to the door, Remy.
Oh.
So, Quinn, you're sure you did close the door?
Yeah, I definitely closed the door. She asked me to, and I closed it.
You see that the door has opened again, and Remy is going to close it. But Remy, when you look down the hallway, the lights start to flash again.
Is it only the lights in the hallway, or are the lights in the office also flickering too?
The hallway specifically.
Just the hallway?
There is a dark silhouette in the hallway.
You should know.
Okay.
That learning what I'm about to tell you is going to feel so
I immediately close the
much
door.
better
I close the door while she's talking, and I'm
than
just like,
anything you've ever felt.
there are people
It's
coming.
going to feel so,
Yo, there are two
so good.
shadows. Hello,
One
Q.
silhouette in the hallway.
There's a silhouette in the hallway. There's a shadow in the hallway right now, coming towards us. I don't know if you know these people. There are people working after hours. The janitor, perhaps. Yeah, right. You guys have
I
janitors
haven't
at this
taken
time, right?
my eyes
Right?
off of
Right?
Ada.
Yeah, right. You guys have janitors at work in the nighttime, right? And they're just cleaning the halls and
You're
stuff.
going to come
Yeah,
with me.
and you got to pay your light bills.
And you're going to have to restrain
no.
yourselves.
Q,
I'm going to need both of you to wear
Doc.
these restraints
hello, anyone listening to me right now?
before we continue.
Is she telling the truth now?
We switch scenes. Max. As you walk into Myriad, you hear those muffled voices, and the back door, it leads to the bar on the ground floor, right? Like not downstairs.
Hang on. Yes, it'd be on the ground floor.
Okay. So you start to head in. Are you just strolling in? How are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. I'll stroll in and I'll be kind of like not sipping the beer, but like looking like I'm thinking about it.
Before you walk in, Dion is there.
Mm-hmm.
He blocks your way,
Get out of the way.
and he says, "Oh, Max, what are you doing here?"
I'm coming in. Shh.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I totally am.
No, you're not. You
Yeah,
have to
I
go.
am. Don't fucking start, Dion.
Max, you have to go. You can't be here right now.
No. I want you to shush now. And I kind of like just put my hand in front of his mouth and try to push his face away.
Max, stop, Max. I'm serious. You have to go.
You
have
are a
to go.
boring hallucination. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You try to like get past him. He blocks your way.
Seriously?
Max, you have to go.
And you have to shush?
Please, Max, you have to go.
Dude, I've already just chucked somebody out of a window. Please don't make me punch you in the face.
Max, please. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, I really do want to hurt you. I'm just a bit tired and I could do with another drink.
Max,
Dion?
you have to listen to me. You can't be in here right now.
Did I imagine, like, from the start, or are you in... Because I'd imagine, like, if there was going to be somebody, like, in a corridor, I could have come up with somebody a bit more interesting.
Roll disadvantage for me, please. Okay. Max, I can't let you in there.
See, that is a shame. That's a real shame. Okay. Come on then. Because I am going in there. So, you gonna manhandle me? Or are you gonna fuck the fuck off? Those are literally your two options right now. Third one, pretend you need a piss, I guess. Pretend you didn't see me. But I'll be honest with you, I'd quite enjoy the whole fist-face combination.
Influence other, please. Roll plus your charisma.
I've got him down as my eye for an eye. I blame him for the hand thing, so I've got a +2 against him. So I'm rolling a what? Sorry.
Yeah, it's charisma, but you get a +2. Or don't put the plus in, just put a 2.
Gotcha. 13.
Dion looks over his shoulder. I want to have a piss, all right?
You clever boy. Go on, off you fuck.
Dion
Make
does
it a long
not
one.
look okay, by the way. He looks very spooked.
Remember, more than 3 shakes is a wank. And I'll just walk straight into the club.
Okay. There is a table of people that are sat down. Probably like the VIP area, just for the sake of positioning, so they don't have to move shit. There's a group of people. Sorry. Let me count this. Looks like 8 people sat down. You recognize one of them. He's wearing a white suit, a white hat. Looks kind of greasy. Handsome, but not.
And I don't recognize any of the other people?
No.
And Marek's not there?
No.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna just stroll straight up there. Plonk myself down
Okay.
on the couches.
Yep. Do you go over to them or just one of the other couches?
Are they all seated
They're together.
like in a...
Mm-hmm.
Is there a space?
Probably not.
Okay, I'm gonna go around the back of one of the couches then and swing a leg over it. So I'm kind of straddling it with one foot up and just go, right, what are we drinking? Because this beer tastes like piss.
Okay. I'm going to need you to act under pressure, please. Roll plus your coolness.
Okay. 17. I don't know. I don't know. Living up to my name.
Mr. Hoffman looks up to you and says, "Ah,
Oh, it's you. It's the greasy stain guy. How you doing?
Miss Roberts.
Huh.
Hello.
Are you having a nice night?
Very private meeting, as
Oh, is it?
paid for."
Paid for?
Yes.
Oh, is this like an under the tape with Marek, right?
You could say that, yes.
Ah, gotcha. Won't breathe a word, promise. No, that was a mistake. That wasn't... Ugh.
I understand what you are saying. However, some of my associates do not feel the same way. It is private for a reason.
Yeah, you've lost me.
This drink, by
You've
the
lost
way,
me.
was also soured. One of the other people there is a woman, and I don't think you've seen her. Everyone else has. Oh no, you really shouldn't be here. This is a very big mistake.
You look... Ah, is it a fucking swimsuit model? Shit, I'm trying to figure out like what my brain is doing, because you look like a... It was a guy on a cigarette commercial like back in the 80s, and then combined with some sort of weird fucking, I don't know what, some like urban legend thing. And I think my brain's like mashed them up, but you are very interesting. I think it was lingerie. Is it lingerie?
She's a bit wide-eyed. Her mouth is sort of pursed, and she looks at one of the other people that are there. And for the first time, you start to like look around at some of these other people. Okay. One of them has a laptop that they're typing away on. They look sort of I would say they're wearing a like a gray trench coat. Hair is sort of greasy and plastered to their hair. Androgynous looking. Dark skinned. Long fingernails clacking away on the keyboard. Another looks probably pretty thin and has long hair. Androgynous as well. Olive skin. And their hair is so dark you can't make out any shades of black in it, like any grays. It's not catching any of the light. But
That's super cool.
extremely blue eyes with just a little bit of red in them.
Yeah, I think I took some... That's really fucking cool though. Like it's like that, the blackest black paint thing, but hair.
Another, you notice, is sort of your type. A bit thuggish. Very sort of beefy. Probably tall. You can tell they're tall, but they're sat down. Quite clearly is concealing weapons. It fails to be concealing, really, at this point. There is a person that is probably even less expected to you. A sort of, I would say, probably a child. Rather feral looking. On the couch. No shoes. Very ratty hair. The kind of girl that you would hear like, raised by wolves, or that kind of a phrase. And the last person that you see is a very normal, average-looking person. A sort of beige kind of person, right? Like a person that just would stick in any crowd or any office. Suit, but like a cheap suit. And what is probably the most offensive thing about them is that they have no eyes.
See, like you, I can understand. You, I can understand. You're... I don't fucking know what my mum thought I was. This is inexplicable because I can't figure out if it's like a mashup of things that are real or if it just like lower down, further around this table, my brain's just gone, can't be asked anymore. Because it thinks I'll get distracted by the time I get there, and then it was just like, oh, we'll work on the eyes later. But if it's deliberate, that's really fucking cool. Is it that they're not there?
In the middle of your speech, before you can seemingly react, I would like you to try and avoid harm.
Can I use one of my skills for this?
If it's applicable, what skill are you using?
It depends what's happening. Ooh. But I do have an advantage. The improviser coolness thing. Like winging it to get out of a dangerous situation. Or would that be an action after that?
Afterwards. You have to avoid harm first.
Okay.
Roll plus your reflexes.
10.
You don't even see when you are struck, but it is the hardest you've ever been struck in your life. You are knocked across the room with a thud. You slide against the floor and make contact with the wall, smacking the back of your head against the wall.
Fuck me, Superman. You'll have to teach me that one. Okay. Who was that?
It doesn't look like any of them have moved.
Oh, is it a sneaky one? Is it a sneaky one? Come out! I want to play.
I'm going to say, by the way, that it was... Let's see. Be one serious wound. Probably when you get up, I think you realize you probably didn't break a rib, but it was close.
Mm-hmm. And I can't see who did that.
You can try and figure it out.
yeah, I really want to figure that out.
Okay.
Would it be observe a situation?
I think it would probably be read a person.
Read a person. Sorry?
Read a person.
Okay.
Plus intuition.
11.
Okay. So normally you could ask me one question. I would say in place of that, you think it was either the feral-looking child or the big guy concealing weapons.
Okay. So I'm just gonna get up, stroll back over towards the table, and kind of give a nod to both of those people. Oh, it was well played. Does anybody want a drink?
Try and influence another, please. Roll plus charisma.
11.
If you wish to join the conversation, I can be persuaded to change their minds about you.
Cool. What do you want? Like a double or something?
I'm afraid that won't be enough.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I tell you what, I am gonna get a shot, and you have a little think about what you would like. Just shout, because I will hear you. Does anybody else want anything? Anything? No? Cool.
I would recommend that you show respect.
Oh, no, this has been a big misunderstanding. This isn't a lack of respect. If you should see how I am, like, around other people, this is actually quite civil.
I suppose it very well could be civil for you.
But then again, like, one of your party completely unprovoked, like, fucking attacked me. How civil's that? Usually there's a bit more honor to combat, but, you know, each to his own, I don't judge.
I think I've decided what would be required. Do you all agree? The woman wearing the green earrings sort of shakes her head. No, she doesn't belong here. I'm well aware. She doesn't know what she's asking. But she is here nonetheless. A decision needs to be made. Perhaps one will speak for her. The cost would be Marek's life.
What's your beef with Marek?
I have no quarrel with Marek. I quite like Marek, in fact.
Yeah, he's a good dude, so why that?
Because he is one of the only things you care about, and I speak for someone who does enjoy the art of the deal.
Yeah, that's just like at least 50 miles over my fucking head, mate.
Unfortunate.
It doesn't really matter though, does it? Really? I mean, the whole like dreams. Whatever. Yeah. Cool.
A good question.
Let's see how this plays out.
A good one.
Come on then. When? What?
That is entirely up to you.
Cool.
You agree?
It doesn't fucking matter, does it? Yeah. All right.
Excellent. I'll draw up a contract.
This is some fucking weird stuff. Like, usually it's more like this is too easy to follow and simultaneously like way too difficult to follow. Why have I put paperwork in this?
Takes out a hefty contract, flops it on the table, and hands over a pen. It's white
Shouldn't I?
with some yellow stains.
Oh my god, this is so boring. Will it get more interesting?
I think it might.
Awesome. Cool. Pen or
That pen, yes.
okay. Whatever.
You're not going to read it?
Nah, don't care. It's not real.
She's had her chance. Just sign on the dotted line.
Okay.
There's no ink.
Huh. Well, your pen's broken, so bad day.
I'm afraid you're using it wrong.
That is a weird flex. Like, I know how to use a pen.
This one is special.
Okay.
It's rather sharp, you see.
Oh god, it's gone literal. Okay, fine. I'll pull my glove off my hand where the cut is on my palm, and just reopen that. Is that it? Is that it? Can I just like smush or?
That should work just fine.
Cool. You're making this weirdly sinister. There you go. Can we get to the interesting bit, please?
They all sort of like look at each other. Absolutely. We switch scenes. Professor Charles. You've just witnessed yourself slice the throat of Professor Aston.
Why this is it sick?
You said that you wanted to see a little bit of the truth. Is this enough?
Yes, it's not. It's the truth. This is just a trick, a lie. This is a game. It's never met. I never met the man. I went to a seminar once. 6 months later, I get a call to come here. That's it. I don't know what this is. But that's not me. It's not me.
The glass of the mirror begins to crack. At least you think it's cracks, but as you look closer, they appear to be scratches.
I try to reach out and push. Run my fingers along the cracks. Try and push against this mirror again.
Suddenly, you see yourself come up from the bottom of the mirror. It reaches through the mirror and grabs your wrist.
What?
You see yourself smiling on the other side. You close your eyes and open them. Pressure on your wrist is gone. You're no longer in the white room. It looks like you're in a public bathroom.
I knew it wasn't real. Jesus, Charles. Does it look like a regular public bathroom?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty grody. It's, kind of gross and, about what you'd expect from a public bathroom. It smells horrible. It smells like piss. Shit.
Actually, there's nothing obvious in here other than it being a bathroom.
No. You're
Okay.
just in front of the sink, looking at the mirror.
Mirror looks fine. I see myself.
Got your hand on the glass.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine, Joe. home. Just get home. Phone Liz. Get some sleep. And I'll turn on the tap.
There's a black cat walking around in the bathroom nearby.
Okay. Just more New York sanitation. I'll take one last look in the mirror. I'm gonna walk straight out of the bathroom.
You walk out into a subway terminal.
I just immediately look around to see if I recognize, like I'll look for the subway map, see if it shows me what station I'm at and what lines are around.
Sure. If you're not from New York, this is the most intimidating shit in the universe.
I went on it once and had a guide.
Mm.
I still didn't understand anything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you look up a map. You can see that you are, you're in Hell's Kitchen.
So I'd scour this map, and my apartment is it's near. Now I'm going to butcher how New Yorkers will probably call subway stations. It's on near 9th Street subway station in Greenwich.
Okay.
And see if there is a route I can take from wherever I am to just get home.
Yeah, you have to make a few connections, but it shouldn't be too difficult. A few transfers.
I will attempt to get home.
Okay. As you, I guess, do you have a Metro card, or do you have to buy a ticket?
Yeah, I'd have a Metro card. It would have been bought for me, and I don't really know how it works, so I just tap it in, and that's as much as I know what to do with it.
Okay. Yep. Get on the subway.
Okay, it's not. Jesus, I am tired. That God, that was part of that felt real. Oh, listen to yourself. It can't be real. You never met the man. Why did it feel real?
The lights begin to flicker on the subway car.
No. Enough.
Everything goes silent. There's a computer screen, well, I guess like a monitor that's set up and rotates like advertisements and things. And there's only one screen that's illuminated. And on the screen, you can see two dark silhouettes. It doesn't even feel as if the subway car is moving anymore.
Can I see anything other than this one screen?
Imagine like where the doors are, there's a partition and the screen is on one of the partitions. And the light from that is illuminating where you are and, you know, a little bit behind you. You can try and observe a situation.
Yeah, let's go with that. Oof, 19.
You can ask me 2 questions from the list there.
What's being hidden from me? Can I wreck on that?
You can. I have an
What
answer.
currently poses the biggest threat?
You're not alone in the subway car.
What is my best way through this?
Pick a door.
So these silhouettes were just on the display monitor, as opposed to I didn't see them in the carriage.
There are strange fluttering noises about you.
I can't be here. I can't be here. I need to go.
You can see moths illuminated by the lights. There's too many moths in here. Too many for one subway car. They're all over the place. They're swarming all about you.
Move. And I push forward through it and go out the opposite door to the side that had the monitor with the silhouettes on it, if it had a door opposite it.
Okay. When you go through that door, you find yourself exiting a door in a familiar place. See someone that you're not too happy to see. You can see Max sitting at a table with a bunch of people as you walk out of the bathroom from Myriad. Ah! Another has entered. The bouncer here doesn't appear to be very good.
No, I think he, I think Marek might want to rethink his hiring policies. What the fuck are you doing here?
What is this?
What? I mean,
Things
Danceable
have
Dick Guy,
gotten
seriously?
very complicated.
I could.
What are you doing here? Why am I here?
Okay, I explained this last time. It's a club. It's not a difficult concept.
Clubs.
I could have had anybody. Hello? Where's Ryan Reynolds?
This one doesn't belong to me. Perhaps your opinion is important here.
Louis, what? What now?
I'm sorry. Who are you? Who are any of you?
A very interesting question. Indeed. You can call me Mr. Hoffman.
I'm Professor Charles.
I am aware of you.
Could you toddle off and bring back somebody a bit more not you?
I'm afraid he has seen quite a bit here.
Well, not really. He's been here before.
I've been
He
here.
only stuck around for a little while.
I haven't seen any. I can just leave. I haven't seen anything. I just need to get home. Max, was it? These your friends? I don't. Whatever is. I can just leave.
I thought this was going to get more
I
interesting.
don't think you can, unfortunately.
Oh, we totally can. There's I know the front's locked up, but there's a back thing, and I could just and there'd be a hole in the wall or something. That'd be
have
fun.
one contract. It was supposed to be for someone else. Mr. Hoffman looks at the woman with the green earrings.
You're only allowed one contract.
In this case, yes.
Oh god. Is this going to get more interesting? I don't think it is.
I'm sorry, I can't. A contract?
Should we get him drunk? Oh, yes. Come. Okay. Grab his hand and drag him to the bar.
And I know.
Eeny, meeny, miny, rum. Rum for you.
When you point to the rum, you can see that the feral-looking child is standing in the way of your finger.
Hi.
And that's where we're going to end the session today.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Man.
Hot damn indeed. Wow. That was
Oh no.
That was so intense.
It's all gone sideways.
Yep.
I don't know what inspiration you had this week, Mr. Whack, Mr. Chris, but hot damn, keep that shit up. Awesome.
Cool.
I mean, keep it down. I'm part of it. Wait, I forgot. Never mind.
Come on, Jay, cheer up. We're going clubbing finally.
Oh god. Fuck, right? Seriously. Fuck whatever Whack could do to me on this show. That is horror. That's horror right there. I don't want to be in a room with a sticky floor and people under the age of 25. Just don't do it to me.
I get the feeling they're not.
Oh, okay, fine, I'll stay.
Something weird. Oops.
Okay, so today was a session. I've got a lot of shit to do next week.
Yay.
Hey, yeah.
How do you decompress from that?
I'm just
Pizza
thinking
and
of all the
cookies, that's what I
crazy
got planned.
things I'm going to have to work on for next week. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oops.
Okay. All right.
No sympathy.
I could
you
see
did it to
outside the
yourself.
club as well. You were like, here are some hints. You shouldn't go here. And I was like, fuck that. I'm drunk.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't like to do those GM hints. I don't like to do those. If you make the choice, you make the choice.
She kind of feels like she's making her own choices at this point.
Yeah.
I'm in the
works.
back of her head going, no,
It does, yeah.
no.
I love the
Okay.
dynamic though.
So, yeah, let's,
Yeah.
Yay, we broke whack.
Deep breath.
Yeah.
Deep breath, GM.
You
Deep
did
breath.
it today. You did it today. Congratulations. You can go follow all these lovely people. Go give them a follow, please. And you can do that through the website if you'd like. That's easy for you. Or you can click on their Twitch links in the chat there. Head on over to tablestory.tv/facade. You can click on all their links. Go follow them on all the places. Go support them. They're fantastic people. And you can do that in a non-monetary way by giving them a follow. Or if you have a sub or a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime that you'd like to throw their way, consider it. Get yourself some emotes. Support them in a monetary way if you can swing it. And if you want to help support Tablestory, make sure you follow us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tablestory. And we're on YouTube as well at Tablestory there. And make sure that you hop on to iTunes and rate and review the podcast of this show as well. We have the link for the stuff up on the website. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the gift subs there. Yeah, if you want to help support Tablestory in a monetary way, and you can swing it, and it's something that is not going to affect you very much. We've got a difficult thing going on with the world right now. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge. Let's do some shout outs. And I have to think on questions for right now. I think I'm going to have to ask some different stuff this week. Let's go around the room. Tempo, could you start off, please?
Woo, lordy, lord, man. Ay. I'll tell you right now, nothing feels better when you're in like an RP session and it feels more real than anything else, right? Like, oh my god. Evoking emotion and really getting into a character like that and then being able to really play out a scene like that, like, it almost breaks you in a way, but in the best way possible, because damn, it was great. I don't know, I haven't felt that in any campaign ever, I'll tell you that right now. So gotta give a big shout out to you for doing that, and also for being Peachy Pixel's ventriloquist doll. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome. The fact that you are able to sit there for hours on end and have Peachy just pull the strings and basically direct it.
You described that a lot better than was going through my head, so that's good.
Yeah, you know ventriloquist dolls don't have strings, right?
Oh!
I think it's not the other way. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, right up inside him.
Oh. Well then. Well, in that case, Peachy is so good at being a ventriloquist that he actually put strings on his ventriloquist doll. So, like, wow, what a god. What a god. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I love the cast. You guys are crazy. You guys are insane in the best way possible. Yeah. So, gotta give a shout out to you guys. But yeah, you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Team Tempo with the 0, youtube.com/Tempo with the 0, and also twitch.tv with the 0, Temp 0 as well. So, I have no words. I have nothing. I literally am just mind blown at this episode.
Thank you, buddy. All right. Questions. Oh my god. All right. I think I'm going to ask you one question this week.
Okay.
Whose picture do you want to take the most?
Oh, damn. So I taken cues. I have no nicotine. I think I want to take Max's picture the most because it is the one that is the most normal out of them all. So I've seen some crazy shit from everybody else's picture before, but Max's, it seemed too normal to be real in this fucked up situation that we're in. So I'm more intrigued about figuring something out about that. Or about her even.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
PB?
Yes, hello, hi, I'm Pumpkinberry, or PB, and I played Quinn for you today, and I am super gassed. A wave of exhaustion has hit me from the session and also GMing yesterday and the day before that, so I'm like, follow me, check me out, Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. I'm just really fucking happy to be a part of this group. Yeah, so hit me with your questions, I'm ready.
I have one question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What are you hoping the truth to be in regards to Dr. Copeland?
Oh, I don't know if I care about Dr. Copeland. I think I want the truth to be, you know, something happened to me and I would like to be wrong about that, or I would like to have some sort of answer about that. I don't know if Dr. Copeland is real to me right now. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Thank you. Nicotine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicotine. I'm a role player here on Twitch.tv. I play a lot of role-play games. Playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto lately, and I usually play a lot sillier of characters. The characters I generally play are not necessarily this serious or dark.
You're doing such a fucking good job, though.
It's like, oh, it's like
holy
next
shit.
Ribbon intestines.
It is a very different. It is a very different thing I'm doing over here, and I love it. So yeah, I'm super excited to be a part of this whole. It's my first TTRPG, so I'm really.
You're killing it.
Doing
I love
so
it.
well.
Absolutely killing
Thank
it.
you. Thanks.
And I don't think the world was prepared for ASMR evisceration. It's like something I needed in my life and I didn't know.
Did you
But
get
now
the
you know.
shivers, the
Yeah.
tingles, the ASMR tingles? Oh yeah.
Mission accomplished.
So yeah. Oh, you can follow me on Twitter at Nicotine Prime, and Twitch at just Nicotine, Nikatine.
The question that I have for Dr. Ada Copeland. Which
Is
version?
she going to fucking murder us? I mean, I'm just curious. You know, it's fine if you don't want to
Whose
answer it,
guts do you
but
want to feel your fingers sink into
yeah,
the mud?
is she lying to us? Is she gonna fucking eviscerate us? Cause yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Which version of yourself did you feel the most desire to slice up?
I think the one that was just prior to my understanding. The most recent one, I guess, just before I kind of understood a little bit more. I think Dr. Copeland really wants to forget about that naivete. I think it hurts.
Okay. Thank you. Jay?
Hi. I'm Jay. I'm fucking knackered.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long day. Oh god, I love this show. It in the nicest possible way. It was like that almost the entire second half. I got to just sit there and watch, and it was great fun. I loved it. Who am I? I'm Jay Britton. That's my name. Voice actor and streamer, variety streamer here on Twitch /Jay Britton. I've just finished Outlast today, so fuck off, you can't scare me anymore. But I'll be back on Sunday with Dead Space 3 co-op with not Peachy Pixel. I do trucking with him very, very badly. So badly, in fact. Dead Space 3 with
need
Fuzzy
your
Freaks
help to do badly on driving, by the way. I assisted the badness and just added more badness. It was awful. We did one mission in like 4 hours. It was not good. Those town folks died. Yeah. I'm on whatever. I'm around. Follow me. Don't follow me.
Millie pointed out that Merriment made a comment about the professor today.
That was so good.
Yeah, it was.
I saw something like cannibal
lecturer.
Cannibal lecturer. Oh my god.
I don't know where anybody's getting cannibal from. It feels theory crafting in chat. You know nothing. You know about as much as I do, though. I've got to be honest. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. Cannibal lecturer.
Yeah. I'm around on the interwebs. Don't follow me. I just produce shit. That's why no one watches it.
Oh, please.
He's just trying to get your sympathy so that people don't turn up on his stream and mess him up.
That's it.
Fishing for compliments.
Scheme. The long con, yo.
Yeah. No, his
Whatever,
chat
ask me a
eternally
question.
mess with him.
That's
so
great.
he's trying to convince them not to do that. Don't
Thank
fall
you.
for it.
Thank you, Jay. The question that I have for Professor Charles today is... I think I will ask... Does Professor Charles...
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Does Professor Charles feel thirsty?
No. No.
Okay, thank you.
Random.
Thirsty on main.
I had a revelation. I actually had a revelation. Okay, Professor Anthony Charles. Okay, is POC, the acronym, but he's like two people, so he's literally Tupac.
Well, that's it. End the campaign. That's the big reveal.
That's the big reveal. God, it's so good.
I spoiled it on
The 6
episode
years we
4.
spent planning that whack. It's just
Spoiled
wasted.
it on episode 4. I'm so sorry. I had to do it.
This is
5, sorry.
Oh, episode 5. It is our month.
Wow,
anniversary,
really?
by the way.
5 episodes.
It is
Today
our,
was 5.
Our month. Yep, episode 5. My bad. But our month anniversary. We started a little bit less than a month ago. So.
Oh,
that's it, guys.
No,
happy
5
anniversary.
weeks. 5 weeks. 5.
Yeah.
We've done 5 weeks.
Whack. Placebo.
4/3. I think what was it? The 3rd of April. Right?
Yeah, we did. We started April 3rd.
Yeah.
10, 17, 24.
Today's the 1st of May.
Yep.
Okay.
May the 1st be with you.
Amelia?
No. No, I don't want to. I'm traumatized. Hi, I'm Amelia Tyler, and I'm traumatized by Wax Steve. And if you too have been affected by the actions of Wax Steven, please call 0800. Isn't that guy a bastard?
Isn't that guy a bastard? I'm dialing right fucking now.
Yeah,
on my
do it.
rotary
Do it.
phone.
I want to hear your stories so that we can get revenge for what he will inevitably do to me after today. Because holy shit, what's going on? I've got you had your orange dice. I don't know what I've got, obsidian? I don't know what it is, but I think it's getting me in way over my head. But yeah.
I'm going to drop a mixtape and just call it Max's Dice. All right? It's going to be lit.
We'll let chat start dialing for you.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's engaged.
Wait, hang on.
There are too many people trying to get through, Whack.
Are you the on-hold voice?
Oh, it is me.
Your call is important to us.
Your call is absolutely not important to us. If you have been murdered by Wax Steven, press 1.
Well played.
Hi, I'm Amelia Tyler. I make poor decisions in roleplay, and when I'm not doing that, I'm a voice actor. I'm in Gears Tactics that just came out. Apparently, that's fun. If you haven't seen the Nocturne special from yesterday, and you watched Nocturne, and if you haven't, you probably should check that out, because that was one of the most fun evenings I've had in a very long time. No offense,
So
Jay,
good.
but I do wish that you were Ryan Reynolds. So Nocturne special.
So do I.
It's like, yeah,
I wish you were Ryan Reynolds.
we're both disappointed.
Got him.
Little high five for that one, I think.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
Jeez.
Go on.
Waiting for
Do
that
the
one.
question. I'm scared.
I don't have a question for Max.
Oh, cool. Brilliant.
Oh, wow.
That's not ominous.
Oh, that's
Super
worse.
honest.
Shit.
Well, you did sign in
Oh.
blood.
Cool.
Sorry, Max.
That's fine. That's fine.
I have
That
a
was
question for
scarier than
Max.
anything
you said
else
that
that
her
has
fist
happened
still
so far.
hurted. Oh. Or that her fist still hurt. I was wondering if it was, because of her punching me in the face.
No, it was from
all.
slicing the glass on her hand when she opened up the window.
No,
So when
your
she
little
punched me in the
squishy
face,
face
the
didn't
way
hurt my
didn't
big
hurt.
strong fist. Don't be silly.
Remy's poor squishy face, yeah.
Yeah.
I do got quite, very, very squishy face, you're right. Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for a wonderful session. Sorry we've gone over by quite a bit here. I'm Wax Steven. I have been your GM of Doom and dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, chat, for being here. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you to Millie. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Nicotine. Thank you, PB. Thank you, Tempo, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you so much. You did so well. And hopefully we'll see you all on Sunday for Dying Order, a D&D 5th
Yes.
edition campaign run by Brad Wodo. And PB's on that show. And
Yes,
there's a lot of
I
good...
play an old woman.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people
Nice.
on that show, so go check it out. And hopefully we'll see you then. Peace out.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Good night, everybody.
I